Hello everyone, the December review here. As far back as I can remember, I have always loved the Monkees, and recently we saw the Super Deluxe release of maybe their finest album, Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn and Jones LTD. This thing is loaded with Monkees gems, and right now we're gonna unbox this thing and check it out.
Salesman, where you gonna go sell all of your goods today? Salesman, gonna walk along the street, see friends along.
Set includes not one but 4 CDs with just over 100 tracks and a 7-inch single and book. We get the original mono and stereo mixes of the album along with an avalanche of demos, outtakes, and alternate mixes. And this thing has a few TV versions as well, which is quite interesting to me. Like most fans, I started watching the TV show first before quickly obtaining the albums. Each episode would feature a song or two, and on occasion it would be a different version than what you would hear on the album. Some of those have never been officially released until now, which is pretty cool. I was fortunate enough to grow up in a fairly well-versed musical household. There was a solid collection of vinyl albums, cassettes, and 8-tracks my parents owned to keep me company. The Monkees were gaining some steam back in the mid-'80s as reruns of the series brought the band back into pop culture. Enter my aunt, who just so happened to be a fan and owned all of their albums. Well, she handed them over to me, and I learned every song and every note that I could. In 1986, the band was on a big reunion and anniversary tour. In '87, they released a new album, and they were officially my first ever favorite band. In fact, here's a picture of me with Davy Jones in 1987 while he was on a book tour. I was fortunate to also meet Mickey and Peter at various conventions a few years back. I never did get to meet Mike though. And we can't forget about the new Monkees, which debuted around the same time, which was a brand new television series with a new band and an album of their own, which is highly underrated, and I recommend checking that out as well. So, Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn and Jones LTD features some of my favorite Monkees songs. All of their albums have great songs, but this one features maybe my #1 with the door into summer. It's certainly top 5. I should do a favorite Monkees video one of these days. Taking a look at the track list on this thing, the second half of this record is stacked with gems. Going from Pleasant Valley Sunday, of course a big hit, into Daily Nightly, Don't Call on Me, and then it all finishes off with Star Collector. That's a pretty solid run on any record. And before all that, we have Love Is Only Sleeping, Words, Hard to Believe, and What Am I Doing Hanging Round. Yeah, this album is pretty stacked. Okay, so without any more delay, let's get into the Super Deluxe Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn and Jones Limited Monkees Classic 4 CD set.
With his travel logs of maybe next year places, as a trade-in for a name upon the door, and he pays for it with years he cannot buy back with his tears, when he finds out there's been no one keeping score. And he thought he heard the echoes of a penny whistle band and the laughter from a distant caravan, and the brightly painted line of circus wagons in the sand fading through the door into summer. Dark and rolling figures move through prisms of no color. Hand in hand they walk the night, but never know each other. Passion past and neon lights light up the jeweled traveler. Lost in scenes of smoke-filled dreams, find questions but no answer. Now you must believe that when I saw you today, oh, I just couldn't say. You held his hand the same way. If you don't feel what I
you smiling. So bad, 'cause when I see you I start trying to stop, but there's no denying. Love with you, girl, is just like dying. The sky is getting light, everything will be alright. Think I'll finally got the knack of just floating lazy on my back. I never really liked that town. I think I'll ride the river down, just moving slow and floating free. There's a river swinging under me, waving back to the folks on shore. I should have thought of this before. I float on down to New Orleans and pick up on some swinging sea. Creature comfort goes, they only know my soul and make it hard for me to see. My thoughts all seem to stray to places far away. I need a change of scenery.